This is a world I've been working on, and I wanted to show it off in Blender a bit before I go into the game and actually show you what it looks like in game so far. It's not built out completely, and even the version in Unity is not nearly as built out as well, it's pretty much the same, just with less textures. If you know what I was working on before, I was working on a Cafe LeBlanc like remake / inspired coffee shop. I kind of decided I didn't like that. Like, I still like the idea of doing a coffee shop, but I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it. So I started on something else, and this is what I started on. And so I want to show it. I might go back to that because I did like make some good assets for it, to be honest. So I might go back to that and create a different style coffee shop, but not now. Now I'm working on this. So this is just a simple layout, simple restaurant. It's going to be a very dark color scheme. Well, not very dark, but how it feels over here is going to be like the general feeling. Even though I think this wall is a bit too dark, I might lower it down a bit. But I really like the contrast between all the dark woods and the light wood. I think that looks really cool. And I think I was on Pinterest, and I saw some restaurant had a design with wood that looked like this, and I thought that was really neat. So I stole that idea, and now it's in here, and I'm kind of using that throughout the entire piece. So let me just walk around. I mean, this is pretty much the entire layout. It's super simple. The one thing I wanted to do is do simpler layouts, because I feel like I've been getting like super complicated with it. Like Glub Pub is like a good space, but because it's so big and I added like the underwater part, which is like cool and it looks nice, I think it, like, for me it defeats the purpose, because I want a small world I like doing big worlds, but I like it to be very focused in terms of where people can hang out at, because all I really want to do is stare at mirrors. So that's kind of why I make worlds like I do, because I just want to stare at mirrors with people in nice places. And so that's why I wanted to make something much simpler. So the layout here is super simple. Spawn is right there, and with all my worlds with the layouts, I like it there to be like somewhat like of a circle pattern that you can walk around in. So down here I got the stairs coming down here, there's going to be a bar over here, and then stairs going back up in this direction, hangout area here, and then back here I've got a kitchen area that you can go to, and a restroom area. And I'm super proud. Look at these doors. I'm really proud of these kitchen doors. Normally what I do is, since I've never really like focused on the kitchen area before, and obviously nothing's built out in there, it's just a bunch of like stand-in models. Since I've never like focused on kitchen stuff before, I usually just go to like my 5th Street bar project, and I bring in the kitchen doors that I made there. And but for this one I decided to actually make different doors, and these, I don't really understand the point of this, but it looks really cool, and I saw a door that had it, so I'm using it. I think it turned out really good. I can't wait to put textures on it. And I'm trying to get fancy with the bars. So this is the first one, and these props are what I modeled. You'll see these in my other worlds. I modeled them originally for 5th Street Bar, and I usually like to bring them into my other spaces. Though I should probably make a new bar tap thing. I feel like maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make something. I mean, this is so basic, like it fits in pretty much any bar space, so I like it. But yeah, that's this space. Oh, I could do something like, since I'm doing this like gold theme, I could do like one of those, kind of like how it is in the Pug, how it's gold and it's like this like pipe bar. I could do something similar to that. I think that'd be nice. That's a good idea. I might do that. But yeah, this is the space. I've got like a very specific mirror spot here, and I think this spot is going to be the only space with a mirror. And then There'll be one in the bathroom too, so 2 mirrors, which is not a lot for me, but I think it works out. I still need to like start designing the bar down here, and obviously I got to think about lighting. I'm thinking low light because this is like a super fancy place, and I feel like low, almost like romantic type lighting would be really pretty in here. But yeah, this is the space so far. Super simple, not that large. I think it'll be a comfortable space. I'm having weird issues in Unity right now that I don't understand. So like, here, actually, let me show you. It's up. So yeah, I brought in the shapes and I just kind of put lighting wherever, just because I needed to go in and test scale. I've since changed the size of these, so because they were a bit tall. You'll see. I'll go in game. So this area right here, no matter what I do, this part is just not, like, it's just not coming in right. Like, the face that's there is just gone every time I import the FBX, and it's not, like, flipped in Blender. It's facing the right direction. It's just, like, the face isn't there at all. So, to test, I just put this, like, quad here to hide the fact that it's fucked right now, and I don't know why. And yeah, and I just threw lighting wherever. Obviously, it's not going to be like that. And some of these, I didn't export the right UV maps with them, which is fine. Easy fix. Because what I did is I ended up baking some of these textures. So I just got to, and Atlas them. But yeah, I'll fix all that. I got to think of, ooh, you know what would be cool if I had like lights coming off right here. There's also going to be a light down here above each one of these spots. I really like these booths. See, what I did was, here, let's go back to Blender. What I did was I made these chairs, which are cool, and I like them. And then I needed booths, so I kind of just copied the design. Like, I just made it longer, which looks nice. Like, it's a good seat. Maybe these arms don't really make any sense, but because it's on these like legs, it feels like not sturdy to me, and it like, fuck, I'm gonna have to change these. See, sometimes when I model, I'm just like I just like, once I get a model down, I don't want to change it. It just seems like a lot to like go back and be like, oh, fuck this, actually. but I think I will. I have to do like a more traditional booth here so that it feels more like it's meant to be in this space. Right now it just feels like I took it and stuffed it in there and it's not really supposed to be there. Though the colors match and it looks nice. I think I'm going to need to fix that. I still need to make the stools for the bar up there and design the bar down here. The one thing this place doesn't have is a stage, and I was thinking about maybe putting the stage here, but I feel like it wouldn't really fit. I mean, like in La Barista, I ended up doing this huge stage, which was like on this cylinder, and it was honestly just like a huge hassle to build that stage there, and it just looked weird to me the whole time. So I don't want to do another curved stage. I don't even know where I would put a stage in here. But I also don't think it needs one, so yeah. Let's walk through in VRChat. I think it looks kind of weird right now, but you know what? It'll look good. Alright, let's go into VRChat. Alright, so here we are in the space. So now you get an idea of scaling. You can see my fucked up UVs, but it's fine. They'll look like this, I promise. The one thing I've been noticing, and I knew I did this, is my scaling's always a little big. Like I said, I already scaled these down to the appropriate size, but and I fixed the UVs on this so that they're not so big up here, and I need to scale these down so they're not so small. But yeah, I do that on purpose because I feel like it makes more sense. And honestly, part of it is because I talk about this a lot, I feel like, because people come up to me and they're like, whoa, Spooky, your spaces are like so big all the time. And I'm like, yeah. But yeah, I do that because Well, number one, it's probably because I had when I first started playing, I used such a small avatar that that I think I got used to things being just a little big. And so I think I'm more comfortable with building a chair that's this big because it looks right to me, and I think it looks right to other people too. The other thing is also I'm always in a small avatar. It's like 4'7" or something like that. So when I go to a normal size avatar like this, that's 6 feet tall, it begins to feel much different. And I think it still feels natural at this height. So even if you're like a normal, like a lot of people use, a lot of the male avatars are taller, while a lot of the like anime girl avatars are around like 4'7", while the anime boys they like to make their things like 6 feet usually. So I think this doing it, scaling it like I do, I think makes it way better. So yeah, no one asked for that explanation, but there it is. So here's my kitchen. Isn't it beautiful? My kegs. These came from my Fifth Street bar. Um, so did the toilets. Though I made the bathroom here much fancy. Actually, let me do this. Yeah, I made my bathroom so fancy. Oh, I gotta bring that up, but I did decide. Usually, I bring in my bathroom asset that I made on Booth, and I bring them in because like a toilet is a complicated shape, and this is a good one that I made, and it's beautiful. And these doors are beautiful. And look, I've got a toilet plunger here, like in all my spaces, because toilet plungers are good, and people like to stick them on things. I like how the bar is coming out too. Mm. I remember when I made this soda gun thing, the idea was to have it like rigged, so it's fully rigged. It is rigged, but you were supposed to be able to grab it and move it around. The thing is, I couldn't like pin it to the I couldn't pin it to the bar without it being really fucking weird. And I put like joints on all the bones, but it was like always so like finicky. So I just kind of gave up on it. So now it's just a cool prop. Let's go downstairs. So yeah, pretty simple. That's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much the space. The one thing here is like this space right here is supposed to feel much cozier, and it doesn't really feel that cozy. And so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about that. I mean, when I get it darker, maybe I'll bring the ceiling down a bit and put some nice emissive textures in here. It'll look nice, and it'll go with the bar since like the bar up here has like it's got the emissive materials behind the wood. I think it'll look good. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I got. So bye.